Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called, almost hit myself in the face, but the game's called Velonimo. Velonimo is a game published by 25th Century Games, designed by Bruno Catala, plays 2 to 5 players in about 40 minutes. And what you're doing in this game is you are effectively animals who are racing bicycles, trying to win the race over 5 rounds. You're racing up a mountain. All that theme sounds interesting, but really what you're doing is you're trying to get rid of all the cards in your hand before other players. You're going to get points for every player that you beat running out of cards. So in the first round, you get 1 point per player. Round 2, you get 2. Round 3, you get 3. Round 4, you get 4. Round 5, you get 5. And you're trying to have the most points after all that happens. That's it. That's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Velonimo, all set up for 3 players. To set up, all you're going to do, shuffle all the cards, deal out 11 to each player. If there's a 2-player game, there's some different rules, which is why I'm not showing you that. And then you're going to randomly give somebody at the beginning this 10 card, but this will get passed along each round to the person that has the most points. All right? And then we're ready to play. The goal of this game is to run out of cards first. So this is a shedding game. And then if you can do that, you're going to score points based on this. First round, you're going to get 1 point for every player that you run out of cards before. Second round, 2 points. Third round, 3 points. Fourth round, 4 points. Fifth round, 5 points. So fourth and fifth round is where you're going to get most of your points. Probably the most important, but you still want to get those early game points. So the way the game works is, on your turn, you're either going to play a single card, then the person after you has to beat that card. Or you're going to play either all the same color or all the same number. So I could play, let's see, these 2s, and then each card is worth 10 plus the lowest value of the card. So this would be 22 that I've played. All right. Or if I didn't want to do that, I could do this. That would be 26. All right. So same number, same color, and then each card's 10 plus the lowest value. Or you can only play a single hair card. These can never be mixed with anything. They're higher numbers. They can only be played by themselves. If you play a set of 1s or any 1 card, it's called a leader. You can steal that many cards from a single opponent. You take cards from them, and then you give them that many cards back. Same card you took, or different ones. All right. So let's go ahead and get going. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start this off with a bang. And let's go 27. So I played 27. Now this player, they have to beat 27 if they can, with multiple cards, 1 card, whatever they can do to beat 27. I should have sorted these cards out beforehand, but I didn't. So they're going to do this. They're going to do 4, 4. I think I have another 4 in here. 4. So they're going to play 4 4s. That's 34. Okay, so they beat it. So 34 to that player. Now this player is going to look at the cards, and they have to beat 34. So let's see what they can do here. Can they beat 34? Yes, they're going to play a 50. So they played a 50. All right, this player, you can always pass as well. Okay. So there's a 50. I cannot beat a 50, so I will pass. Can this player beat a 50? Cannot, so they will pass. If it comes back to that player, they discard all the cards, and then they get to play whatever they want. So they will do... let's do this. 23. Not that. 23. So they're playing 23 to me. I can do this. I'm going to do 22, but I'm also going to throw in my 10, so that's 32. So I played a 32 card. This leader of the pack jersey, you can use once per round. So it's 32 to the next player. I'll just get rid of that. 32. They're going to play a 45. So it's a 45 to this player. Can they beat a 45? They cannot. Can I beat a 45? I cannot. Okay, so it comes back to this player. They discard the cards. Then they get to play whatever they want. And they're going to play 26. Remember, same color, same number. So 26 to this player. And they will do a 30. So it's a 30 to that player. And this player will do 35. Then back to this player. They cannot beat a 35, so they pass. This player passes. So it comes back to me. Goes away. I get to play again. So let's see. I will do 21, and I'm going to steal 2 cards. And I'm going to take 2 cards from this player randomly. And then I have to give them 2 cards back. So I took a 5 and a 5. Ooh, that's awesome. 5 and a 5. I'll give them the 3 and the 4. Ooh, I'll give them a 3 and a 6 back. I'll take this 5 and a 5. And now it's this player's turn to beat 21. And they are going to play this, which is 26. That will beat the 21. Back to this player. They will do 27. Back to me. I'm going to do 35. So this player has to beat 35. They cannot. This player cannot. So this gets discarded. Then I am out of cards. So I would score 2 points for round 1. Then these players will keep going. 4. They're going to go ahead and play the 25. Can they beat 25? They can get 22. Nope, so they pass. This player's turn. They'll play a 2. And then this player will play a 22. Back to this player. They only have 1 card. They cannot beat it. So this goes away. Back to this player. They'll play a 21. They can't steal both their cards, so they'll take this one. They'll give it back. They can't beat a 21. So it's this player's turn again. And they would score 1 point because they beat them. And that is the end of the round. So this player would have 2. This player would have 1. This player would have 0. So this player would get the shirt again because they're in the lead. And you do that same thing through 4 more rounds. And then whoever has the most points is the winner. That's how you play Velonimo. Let's go up the top. See what they think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Velonimo. Components. Here they are. Deck of cards. You got the jersey, leader of the pack jersey, and a whole bunch of cards with numbers. That's it. Cards are pretty nice quality. They're not linen finished. We've played it, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. They're kind of getting beaten up. One of them's like bent pretty nice, so they're not great cards. So if you're going to play this a lot, maybe sleeve it. But I don't care about that as much as some other people. But just know they're not the best quality. They may start showing some wear kind of quickly. So what you saw in the overview is what this game is. You are going to be playing cards in either singles or sets to play higher numbers than the player before you. You're trying to get rid of all your cards before everybody else. The leader is going to get the jersey here so they can add 10 to one of their plays. But outside of that, it's pretty straightforward. The hardest thing is knowing when you play multiple cards, each card's worth 10 points plus the value of the lowest number that you played. So if you played 3 7s, you're going to have 30 because each card's worth 10 plus 7 because your lowest card is 7. So 37. Pretty simple. Once you grasp that, it makes a lot of sense what you're doing and how the game works. So I'm not going to keep belaboring the point on this one. What you saw is what this game is. If you like card games, you like Bruno Catala, you like shedding games, you like kind of quirky games that are going to have some funky scoring and that play kind of differently than other games, then this is probably a game you're going to want to check out. So I'm going to give this a BGM. Accept the seal. This is going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it to games that we enjoy, and that's what I am going to do. So that is Velonimo from 25th Century Games and Bruno Catala. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming. And I didn't end up hitting myself in the face.